What's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be investigating Dr. Petrescu's actions.
There's no one in.
Oh, awesome. Can I eavesdrop? Oops. Ooh. Here we go. Dorothy, we found ya.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Well, somebody's tracking you, but I'm no reporter.
I must talk to that.
New hint available. Cool.
Journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Alright, to the church.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Clayton.
Right, good quality.
You Clayton?
Don't be afraid.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm
So
not a
probably
journalist,
not
I'm a
a
doctor.
A
journalist.
doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most.
Colossus
And I don't
Joe.
remember asking for your service, sir.
Alright.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
How are you today? Are you who I'm looking for?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Well, you seem kind of friendly. I'll talk to you for a second. Let's
Right
see what
then.
you got.
Show me what you have.
Common trigger part. Tiny good handle part. Tiny common handle part. Nice. Part of a handle that can be used to assemble any offhand weapon. Couldn't hurt, I guess. Spring. Small steel spring we use to fire. That's cool. Alright. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and buy everything. Because I think I've got enough
Buying
money,
something,
right?
Sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right then. Show me what you have.
We don't need aluminum shards. Grease, screw, glass vial. Maybe some of these. Oh my god. And then all of these. And I don't even have enough. Let's go. What did I just buy? Furious titrate? Or tartrate? Let's go. Hello.
So,
Father.
Forgive my interruption.
do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals
Whittaker?
about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist?
You look like a fine fellow. I'm gonna talk to that guy next.
You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
I
Bye.
have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Well, I broke the game.
Good evening, Mr.
No,
Whitaker.
no, no, no. I
His
wasn't trying to
father
talk to you.
Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
I have
You
had
make me
enough for
uncomfortable
tonight.
with the way you talk
Bye.
to me. I'm not. No offense. I don't feel comfortable. You're a journalist, absolutely.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Let's go
I
directly
heard
to the
you're
meat.
investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
It's confidential.
It's confidential. Speaking as a doctor, I'm sure you understand.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He
He
never
never
goes out.
goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Huh. What about his
He has
relatives?
no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Where is Richard Nethercox? Nethercott, sorry. My apologies. Mr. Richard! Richie! Uh-oh. Let's see if I can just get by this guy without having to fight him. Just keep looking for Richard. Richard! There he is. This is my man.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Skipping the
May I
veggie
ask you a few
potatoes.
questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What a good guy. Let's talk
I'm
about
looking
Dorothy
for Dorothy
first.
Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
I think you're
What
lying
can
to
you
me.
tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Huh. Well, thank you. And I'll talk
I'll
to you
leave
another day.
alone, sir.
Let's continue back this way. That way I don't have to fight that scow. I'm a very low level as of now. So I really need to watch myself. Try to avoid the fights that I can. Your army needs you. Join at once today. Would you like to know more? Ask your nearest recruiting officer. Uh-oh. Okay, you scared me. I heard footsteps coming at me and I was like, ah. What? Strange flower in this part of town. Can I look at it, please? A small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. She just came and got it. Camilla. Interesting. Interesting. Can I talk to you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. but I mean you no harm, truly.
She's mute. Let's
Melia,
go for
I
that
know
one.
you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me
Camilla?
about her food
Camellia?
dispensary.
I'm gonna keep saying Camellia.
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
She just keeps shaking her head at me.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Good day. Let's go find that thingamabob. A flower bouquet with the flowers which I would... Oh, cool. So she just puts them in every flower pot along the city. That's pretty neat. Another army draft. Influenza. Frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home. Sounds familiar. Hello, miss. How are you today?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're saying. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Shut up. Shut up. I do not know. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
I don't want to ask Life in London
Goodbye,
Life in London or personal questions.
Take care of yourself.
That'll lead
As
me down a
best
whole
you can.
different road. I am good. Have a good night. Hopefully you get some big bucks.
Even now, he judges
Oops.
your words and actions.
Thought I had my alarm turned off. Suppose I was wrong. So we're gonna go check out this place one more time. I can get up there. I'm gonna continue to the objective. That way I don't get sidetracked again. Find the mailbox. Okay. Mailbox, mailbox. Where could you be? It would be like somewhere like here, right? Okay, so I ran away from it. It's in this area. Is that it? I don't know what mailboxes look like in London. So... Oh, got it! My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me in a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are all grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now. I feel useful. One more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am as ever your loving father, Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and get let in. Make a little bit of progress.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay... You again?
Yep.
What do you want this time?
I want to talk to you for a second. Can I... There we go. Oh, dang it.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay, so I can't. I was gonna mesmerize him and save this guy because he's a solid chap. I really like this guy. That guy I would eat without a second thought. But my mesmerize. So after this, I'm probably gonna go back to Pembroke and level myself up. That way I can do more easily.
Just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Ah. Okay.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are.
Mr. Doctor.
You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Wouldn't dream of it, sir. Finding Dorothy. She was back here, correct? Miss Crane?
Razvan, control yourself. Calm. Calm. I need help.
What's
what do
up?
we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
So he's seizing.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's
Oh.
not getting any air. Scalpel. Hand me that scalpel.
What can I do, Doctor?
Gonna have to cut a slit in his throat so he can breathe. Must perform a tracheometry. Do we have any aesthetics? We're gonna just do a tracheotomy. He needs to
I need to
breathe
perform
now.
a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Alright. This man is dying.
Nurse Crane, what do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
He's not gonna make it.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Is Dorothy gonna find out I'm a doctor? I'm gonna suture the artery.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
I don't believe he's gonna make it.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, epinephrine.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
This man is dead.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Can't carry on with this. I've come to stop the blackmail.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
I'm gonna commit.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Spare. I look away, but you resign. I'm ending this right now. I can embrace her? Oh boy. This is tough. If I don't do it, then she's probably just gonna continue. And if I embrace it, it'll be cool, but she'll be dead and she won't be able to help the people. So this part will be way downhill. But I mean, if she resigns, then she's just gonna be a regular person anyway. And she won't be able to help.
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary.
I'm sorry.
This dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?